What's up, everybody? Steven here from CTRL the Narrative. There's a debate going viral right now from Gil's Arena talking about how Melo and LeBron were not rivals. Now, this is coming from Brandon Jennings. I've seen a small clip of it, and I wanted to watch it and react in real time. I have one tab open with some numbers, but Brandon Jennings was pretty much saying they were not rivals. From what I've seen, Kmart and Gilbert Arenas disagreed. I'm not sure about Nick Young. But let's watch it live. Let's react to it. And let's debunk Brandon Jennings because he should know ball, but I think he's really wrong on this. So let's watch this together live.
That's a rivalry.
That's a rivalry.
It was
LeBron versus Melo and LeBron versus KD versus Melo.
See, I don't even think that was a real rivalry.
It was LeBron versus Golden State Warriors. There's never been a rivalry.
The Melo and Bron thing, I think that lasted. I think that lasted maybe 2 years, like maybe 2 or 3 years, and then after that, it was a wrap.
Yeah, it was still.
Watch them.
I think that's
those games when they don't. You're thinking about team success.
No. What I'm telling you is, go watch them two play against each other.
It's them. They both.
Go watch them. Listen, I was 6.5 years in Denver, a year and a half in New York, and
one was getting MVPs, and the other one was.
So I'm going to pause this and jump in whenever I feel like I need to. Brandon Jennings off the bat is talking about team success. Remember, Carmelo Anthony was in the West. He took his team from 17 wins to 42 and the playoffs in the West at the time where they had the Lakers, they had the Spurs, they had the Mavericks, they had all of these teams, the Warriors, all of these teams who were legit, the Jazz, so many good teams. In the East, really the only team LeBron had to worry about was Detroit. And they always beat him. So I don't think that's fair off the bat talking about team success. Melo was in the West. LeBron was in the East. Let's resume.
About the individual matchup.
I know, but that's more like rivalry.
Because
it was more about.
Now you want to bring trophies and shit into it. We're talking about the individual. Maybe you want to move the fucking goal.
No, but that's a rivalry. How is it going to be a rivalry if I'm getting MVP and all this and you keep comparing somebody to me that's not even on my level?
Because they came in together.
That's cool.
LeBron has his Rookie of the Year trophy at home.
MVP.
He didn't deserve that Rookie of the Year. The numbers were almost identical, and Melo took his team to the playoffs in the West. LeBron missed the playoffs in the East. That Rookie of the Year belongs to Melo and should be in Melo's house. The reason I even bring that up still to this day is because that's when the narrative started. The NBA from day one put LeBron on a pedestal and said, you are our guy, you are the next future GOAT. Obviously, he lived up to everything. Obviously, I'm not taking away from anything he's done in his career. But off the bat, the NBA was just coming out of this whole, or like transitioning into this whole, like, you can't wear street clothes on the bench. They're trying to fix their image because of all the AI stuff that David Stern was not a fan of. And Melo was somebody who still fit that old mold. While LeBron was this new, he never had any bad situations that he was put in, never anything like that. He was this clean cut, for the most part, dude from Cleveland who was playing for his hometown team. And the NBA needed that for their image. While Melo was in Stop Snitching videos, LeBron was the one who the NBA picked to be their next GOAT, their next golden boy, because of the mold that they were trying to fit in the league at the time and how he fit that perfectly. So that's why I still bring it up when people, it's Rookie of the Year, who cares? It matters because from day one, they pick LeBron over Melo. Let's resume.
I'm saying the man has his Rookie of the Year trophy at home.
Melo thought he deserved it.
Okay, stop that shit, Josiah.
His rookie, that was
Melo didn't think that. If I'm getting sports world,
you have a better team,
including Melo.
You have a better team.
LeBron had a better team than
never
Melo?
had a better team.
He won MVPs?
No, he didn't.
No, he did not. No, we're not doing that. Didn't Melo make the playoffs his rookie year?
Yes.
When he
that
won
Denver team was way better than the Cleveland.
The Denver team was better than Cleveland, yes. At the same time, they were in a tougher conference. In 2007, the Nuggets lost to the Spurs in the first round in 5 games. They won the first game, I believe, and they lost the next 4. LeBron played that Spurs team in the finals. His team didn't win a game. They got swept. I'm not saying that the 2007 Nuggets were better than the 2007 Cavs. The Nuggets didn't make it out of the first round. The Cavs were in the finals. What I'm saying is you put that Denver team in the East, they're probably going to the finals a bunch of times.
Denver team was way better than the Cavs.
When he
Which team y'all? Hold on, whoa.
That's one of the most overrated
Denver
rivalries
teams y'all speak of? Because you motherfuckers do know that I played that, right?
No, that's fine.
That's
And I do understand. And I do know LeBron
Denver was better than Cleveland.
MVPs and shit like that. Once I win the MVP,
Okay, we
and
talking about the MVP.
there's no more rivalry.
Go watch the game.
You gotta go get
watch
an
the
MVP.
game.
There's no more rivalry.
Go watch the game. Now you're bringing trophies into
Yeah.
it.
If I get an MVP.
So the context here is they're talking about Wemby and Chet. Are they the next big rival? I believe they are. Like player rivalry, they play the same. They're on two great teams that are probably going to be great for a long time. They're going to be a legit rivalry. So if Brandon Jennings is saying they're not going to be a rivalry because Chet isn't going to win MVP, that's crazy. That's crazy to me.
And they want to talk about this a rivalry. This ain't no rivalry.
Matchup.
This ain't no rivalry no more.
Go look at the numbers.
This ain't no rivalry. Go get the
Look at the
hardware.
numbers. When they played when every team Bron was on, Melo was on. Go look at the numbers.
Let's do that right now, Kmart. I pulled it up on Basketball Reference. What I'm showing you is the numbers that they played against each other from 2004 to 2010. So that was when Melo was in Denver. That was when LeBron was in Cleveland. That's the most fair comparison. Once LeBron went to Miami, he had D. Wade, he had Chris Bosh, he had Ray Allen, and Melo's going to war with Tony Douglas, Bill Walker, Sasha Vujacic, Jose Calderon, Samuel Dallenberg. I'm talking about starters. Starters on these teams. I'm not talking about end-of-the-bench dudes. These guys were starting on those Melo Knicks teams. Meanwhile, LeBron had all this help. And that's not shade to LeBron, but how are you going to compare those? It's not fair. So, here's the comparison. Melo, 21.3 points per game. LeBron, 25. Cool. LeBron got him in points. Field goal percentage. LeBron was at 48.4. Cool. Melo was at 46. Cool. When you talk about rebounds, Melo, 5.4. LeBron, 7.2. Assists, obviously, LeBron's going to have him there. Blocks, Melo had more blocks. Steals, LeBron had more steals. Turnovers, Melo had less turnovers. The point of what I'm showing you is they were guarding each other during this time. And the numbers are similar. So if the numbers are similar and they both came up together, they both play the same position, that's a rivalry. And when you want to talk about team success, Brandon Jennings, in the regular season, obviously they're in different conferences. They're not going to meet in the playoffs unless it was the finals. The Nuggets were 8-4 against those Cleveland teams. They beat them 75% of the times. So again, I'm not saying that the Nuggets were better than the Cavs. What I am saying is that the Nuggets were in a more tough conference and that the Cavs were in an easier conference and had an easier path to the second round, to the third round, to the finals. Meanwhile, Melo was going up against Kobe. Melo was going up against the Clippers with Elton Brand and all those boys back then. Melo was going up against Tim Duncan and the Spurs. So we say, how come Melo never made a finals? How come he never won a championship? The path was way tougher. LeBron's biggest rival was the Pistons, who were a very good team. They won one championship. The Spurs won multiple championships. The Lakers won multiple championships. These were the guys that Melo was going up against. The numbers are similar, and Melo's team had a better record against them by far in the 12 times that the Nuggets played the Cavs. Let's resume. Go look at the wins. Nuggets won 8 out of 12 times against the Cavs while Melo was in Denver and while LeBron was in Cleveland. There's the wins for you, Brandon Jennings.
MVP.
Go look at
5 years to the finals.
Yeah,
How's this a rivalry?
sound good.
How's this a rivalry?
Sound good.
Sound good.
Y'all use team success.
What do you mean, team? I'm the MVP of the fucking NBA. How is that?
All Brandon Jennings is talking about is this MVP, which is crazy because Chet's not going to win an MVP ever in his career. Ever. He has Shea on his team, and he has Wemby on the come-up. Chet is never going to win an MVP. So is Chet versus Wemby not going to be a rivalry because Chet's not going to win an MVP? Because that's what you're saying, Brandon Jennings. That's what you're saying.
I'm the best nigga in the league. What are we talking about?
let me ask you something.
It can't be a
My
rivalry.
team sucked in Cleveland, and we got to the finals.
Hold on.
They sucked in Cleveland and got to the finals because there was no competition in the East. You put them in the West, those Cavs teams aren't even making the playoffs. Melo had Denver in the playoffs every single season. He was going up against Kobe. He was going up against Tim Duncan. In the first round, LeBron's team couldn't even win a game versus the Spurs in the finals. And Melo was going up against them in the first round and winning a game. That's not an accomplishment, winning one game in a playoff series, obviously. But to be like, oh, well, the Cavs got to the finals. The East sucked. The West was stacked. You could win 50-plus games in the West and be the 6th seed, be the 7th seed. You do that shit in the East, you're the 2nd or 3rd seed.
And got the MVP.
Hold on, If me and you play against each other, we're guarding each other. You average 30 and I average 30. No matter if my team is good or bad, this is our scores. If your team is number 1 and I'm last, and we're both playing against each other, and I'm scoring 30 every time I play you. You go win a championship. We still have a rivalry, me and you.
We don't.
Because no matter how good my team is, when we play you, my shit, I come to play.
That's what you come to play in the regular season, but you never come to play when it counts the most, and that's in the finals. When you're not there, so it doesn't matter. You're not there. So this is not a rivalry. This is not a rivalry.
He's talking. Brandon Jennings is also talking like LeBron was making the finals every single year. He made it one time in Cleveland. One time. And that time, he didn't even win a game in the finals. So again, going back to the West was stacked and the East sucked. You put LeBron's Cavs in the West, they're not making the playoffs. They're not in the playoffs. And he's talking about never did it when it mattered. You never made the finals. LeBron made it one time and he got swept by the West, by Tim Duncan and the Spurs. Same team that the Nuggets were getting eliminated by. Same team that the Nuggets won a game against. Again, not an accomplishment. I'm not here bragging about that. But Melo's team won a game versus Spurs. LeBron's team did not win a game versus Spurs in the same postseason.
You ain't there. You ain't there, right? How this gonna be a rivalry?
Team rivalries. You're using team rivalries in the same category as a player rivalry. A player rivalry is a player rivalry.
So Melo team wasn't better than LeBron when he first came into the league.
Yes.
Okay.
What, his rookie year?
Yes, his rookie year. Didn't they make the playoffs?
Yes.
Okay. So what happened? Who
are they going to beat
what
as
happened
AC?
after that?
Who are they going to beat as AC?
I saw LeBron James take a sorry-ass Cleveland
Who's
to
they
the
going to beat
finals.
AC? Yes. So
Sorry-ass Cleveland team to the finals, but they didn't win a game versus the West. Remember that. I'm harping on this fact because situation matters. The Cavs would not have done that in the West. Melo was in the West. Melo got drafted to Denver. LeBron got drafted to Cleveland. How are you going to fault Melo for being drafted to a tougher conference and still playing really, really well and still winning games in the playoffs and still going to the conference finals in 2009? Remember in 2009, the Western Conference Finals was the NBA Finals. The Los Angeles Lakers and the Denver Nuggets, whoever won that series was winning the championship. LeBron couldn't get past Dwight Howard and the Magic, who are a good team, but they couldn't get past them in the conference finals. And the Lakers smacked the shit out of Orlando in the finals.
Answer this. Whoa.
what happened?
So let me ask you, what year do you speak of? What year was that?
Was that?
What year was 3 or 4? Hold on, what year was that?
All the years.
07?
Right?
No.
Yes. So historically, right, you say a weak-ass what team? Cleveland team, right?
Yes.
In a weak-ass Eastern Conference, correct or yes? Yes or no?
Yes. The East always been,
And
the East always been weak.
And
East
all
always
the
been
dogs are in the West.
Okay.
Yes or no?
Okay.
So if this man rookie year, if he's an 8 seed, the year that you speak of, were they supposed to win that year?
No, but they got to the playoffs. I didn't say they were supposed to win. I said they got to the playoffs. They got to the playoffs.
Yo, that was awesome. Kmart shut his ass up.
The year that you speak of, were they supposed to win that year?
No, but they got to the playoffs. They got to the playoffs. I didn't say they were supposed to win. I said they got to the playoffs. They got.
Shout out Kenyon Martin, man. He follows Control on Instagram. Ball knower. Pretty underrated all time. He was the number 1 pick, so expectations were really high in 2000. But he had a great career. 15-year career, I believe. Great career. Shout out to Kmart.
to the playoffs.
There were 8.
They got to the playoffs.
There were 8.
Did LeBron James get to the playoffs? No. So what happened?
In a weak ass Eastern Conference. So why didn't he? If all this
greatness, I mean, the East is weak. Everybody played in the East. Everybody played in the East. The East is weak. His team was trash. He was on the same team. Everybody was fighting against him. Didn't want him to play all this. But then again, 3 years later after that, what? MVP.
After that, what happened?
MVP. And then I'm going to the finals.
Success, right?
I'm the guy. This is my team. LeBron James.
Yes, all that. But
thank you. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yo, Gilbert is checked out. Look at him on his phone. He's like, bro, I'm not even going to talk to this motherfucker anymore. Look at this shit.
I'm the guy. This is my team. LeBron James.
Yes.
Look at Gil. Gil's like, yo, Jennings is on some fuck shit right now. I'm not even entertaining this anymore. That's good shit.
All that, but
thank you. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Go watch the game, Brandon. Go watch the game.
I did.
Go watch. No, I did. Go watch.
I did watch the games.
Which games?
I did watch.
Which games?
All of them. I watched the games.
Each time Melo played LeBron.
I saw LeBron. Yes.
Each time.
It was a rival. You know why it's a rival? Yes. They came in, boom, boom, boom. But after he got MVP, it's a wrap.
Brandon said too.
So once he got MVP, it was a wrap.
So you watched the game every time they played against each other. You watched those.
It was a wrap.
Again, what Kmart is speaking to is that their numbers were pretty close, and they were guarding each other. LeBron was taking more shots. So if you really want to talk about per 36, Melo's at 24.4 points per game. LeBron's at 24.8. Melo's at 6.1 rebounds. LeBron's at 6.3. Melo's at 1.1 steals. LeBron is at 1.6. You want to talk per 36. 24.4 points per game Melo, 24.8 points per game LeBron. And they were guarding each other. Everybody likes to talk about LeBron's a great defender, Melo sucks at defending. They were guarding each other. And Melo is at 24.4 points per game, and LeBron is at 24.8. Does Melo suck on defense? Is LeBron amazing on defense? So then how are those numbers so similar?
I don't care what the numbers were.
Every time they played against each other, you watch those games?
When he got MVP, when LeBron James got MVP, it was a wrap.
I heard that already.
I know, so it doesn't matter.
So you said that shit 7 times.
It don't matter.
So you just, I'm asking you a different question.
What?
You just stated that, so you watched every game that Melo played against LeBron. You watched every game. Every single one of them.
Damn near.
No, that ain't what I asked.
Damn near. Damn near. I mean, damn near.
So that wasn't a rivalry. So when they played against each other, that wasn't a rivalry?
Yeah, in the first couple years. In the first couple years, yes.
When LeBron was in Miami,
I don't see no rivalry.
When LeBron was in Miami and Melo came to town.
Look at them numbers.
Was when Melo came to town.
Look at the numbers. That's good basketball. That ain't a rivalry.
Pull them up. Pull the numbers up. Yeah. All I know is at the end of the year, who was doing this?
Seems like all Brandon Jennings gives a shit about is MVP, which is crazy. Because again, taking it back to the original question, Chet is not going to win MVP. Wemby is going to win multiple MVPs if he could stay healthy. That is still a player rivalry. You have two dudes, same skill set, both very good teams. That is still a player rivalry. MVPs doesn't dictate player rivalries.
Y'all are using team success.
No, that's just the thing.
And he had to go join some motherfuckers. So what are you saying? Success. If he would have stayed his ass in Cleveland, would he have done all that shit? We talking truth, right? Like, we talking truth, right? If he would have stayed his ass in Cleveland, he wouldn't have the motherfuckers. He went down and joined another nigga's team.
The fact is,
we're talking facts here.
Facts, Kmart, and that is why these numbers I'm pulling up is from 2004 to 2010 when Melo was in Denver, when LeBron was in Cleveland. Once he went to Miami, that's not fair. Everybody was pissed about that. So when the playing field was semi-even, semi-fair, Melo was 8-4 against LeBron. You want to talk team success, Brandon Jennings? Melo was 8-4 against LeBron while he was in Denver and while LeBron was in Cleveland. That's your team success for you.
What happened?
The fact is what happened.
The fact is what happened.
And join another nigga's team.
MVP.
And join another nigga's team. Finals.
Again, team success. Easy when you have D Wade. Easy when you have Chris Bosh. Easy when you have Ray Allen. That was a super team. We all know it. The Warriors did it better a couple years later. He's going from MVPs is the indicator of a player rivalry to team success. Like, Brandon Jennings, bro, make up your mind. Poking holes at everything. that you're saying.
Hey, since this is before your time,
and join another nigga's team.
Let me show you the difference.
You want to join another nigga's team.
Between mindsets, between team success, stop it, and player success. Mm-hmm. There was a guy by the name of Kobe who had 3 rings.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Yes.
There was a dude in Orlando who was beating him in scoring. Do you think Kobe used his 3 rings to say this is not a competition? He said, fuck this team shit. This is between me and him.
Exactly.
I'm supposed to beat him because my team is better. Mm-hmm. But that's my rival right there. That's who I'm trying to beat. He beat me in a scoring title. I want this scoring title because I don't want him to have it.
Exactly. And to go back to the previous point where Gil was like, yo, it was LeBron versus Melo, then it was Melo versus KD. KD and Melo were competing for the scoring title late in 2013, and they went up against each other, and Melo outscored him and ended up winning the scoring title. You're telling me that's not a player rivalry, that KD wasn't looking at Melo, that Melo wasn't looking at KD and being like, this is my competition right now, this is my rival. That's 100% right, Gil. 100%.
That was my rivalry. Shaq, do not double. This is between me and him.
Okay.
Leave me on the island just like he's going to be left on the island. Don't help. This is one-on-one. What'd you hear Shaq say? Hey, all right, Mr. Badass, guard the motherfucker by yourself. Nobody help him. He said he can stop him. Do it. They're a rival. That is the the rings don't matter at that point. Kobe had 3. You don't use team success when it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Exactly. I've never played basketball at a high level, at a collegiate level, obviously not in the NBA. But you know if you've played pickup, you know if you've played in high school, middle school, any type of fucking league, there are rivals that you have on the other team where you're like, yo, give me the ball, I got this shit. He just went at me, I'm going at him. Give me the ball, I don't need a screen, I got this shit, I got a bag, I'm going to step back, I'm going to take him to the post, all this shit. Again, I'm speaking from never playing college basketball, never playing NBA basketball. I'm speaking as a recreational hooper. There's always dudes, and at the end of the game, you were never like, yeah, but my team won 4 in a row. I'm better than you. That's not what you say. You're like, I dropped 20 on you. Yo, I dropped 15 on you. That's the type of convos that ball players have, and that some of these calculator boys don't understand. They've never played pickup basketball. They've never played high school basketball. They've never played any type of organized basketball to understand the intricacies of an actual basketball game. Of, yo, give me the ball and get the fuck out the way. This is personal. I'm taking this dude one-on-one. Pause.
What? So
that's what that
and
is.
In this situation,
so
right
if I'm 0-20 and you're 20-0 and we come to town, I'm expecting you to stop me. Because me and you guarding each other. Exactly. So if I give your ass 45,
right, during the regular season,
don't use your team record.
No.
Don't use your team record.
Say, oh, we got the win.
Listen, you did all that.
We got the win.
Because listen, at the end of the day, where are you at when it's time to go get that ring? Though, where are you though? You're not in the building.
Championships are not a player accomplishment. Championships are a franchise accomplishment. How many great players have never won championships in the NBA? And how many end-of-the-bench shit players, relatively speaking, have won multiple? Patrick McCaw, I think, has 3 championships. Does that make him a better player than Chris Paul? Jared Dudley has an NBA championship. Is he a better player than Carmelo Anthony? Come on, bro. Come on with this team shit, bro. Yes, basketball's a team sport, but on the court, talking about rivalries, it's one-on-one, you versus me. Let's go.
Joining another nigga's team is where I'm at.
I don't care what you told you.
Not joining another nigga's team is where I'm at.
And then also that point that you made.
Not joining another team is where I'm at, man. Shout out to Kmart, bro. OG 2000s Hooper. I'm not switching teams. This is my squad. Let's go. Respect. Respect.
No, where are you though? You're not in the building. I don't give a fuck.
Joining another nigga's team is where I'm at.
I don't care what you
told you. Not joining another nigga's team is where I'm at.
And then also that point that you made about Kobe.
Not going to Miami, niggas, where I'm at.
Listen, that point that y'all made about Kobe, I'm sorry.
I ain't taking my talent
I'm LeBron James. I was always number one. I ain't had to deal with that shit.
Melo didn't take his talent to the best to go join another nigga that was. He didn't do that. He didn't do that. No, that was later. At his peak, we're talking. No, that was later, right? When he was so he didn't jump ship. He wasn't still Melo. He wasn't still Melo when he got to New York. He didn't jump ship out of Denver. When he didn't jump ship. Let me see. Who in the West can I go join? You know what?
Yo, exactly, Kmart. Melo at his prime wasn't like, yo, I can't win with Denver. I'm out of here. Melo was not going to sign an extension with Denver because they wanted to rebuild. They wanted to trade JR. They wanted to trade Chauncey. They wanted to get rid of Kmart. So why the fuck would he go through a rebuild at the absolute prime of his career when he could go somewhere he actually cared about and rebuilt there? And that's what he did in New York, obviously. Obviously, the Knicks did not make the right decisions and surround him with the right people. But Kmart is speaking facts. Melo did all that shit at the end of his career, just trying to get a ring. He never jumped ship in the absolute prime of his career to go join another dude to try to win a championship. Melo stayed in Denver, and he said this. Yo, I stayed in Denver because that was my team. We didn't look at it as, yo, who could I join? It was, yo, I was trying to beat him. I wasn't trying to join him. Melo said that.
He didn't jump ship. Let me see. Who in the West can I go join? You know what? Let me go join Kobe.
Hey, listen, hold on.
Whoa.
Did he have the leverage?
Let me go join.
Did he have the leverage? Did he have the leverage? Did he have the leverage?
Melo go join Kobe.
Did he have the leverage?
Melo
Did he have that leverage?
Thank you.
Did he have the leverage?
Free agents just leave.
So then do it. So then do it.
Hold on.
You can't be mad because I'm
what I'm saying is, if you just Melo him, but you brought it up though.
Did he have the leverage?
But you brought up Jesus,
But he
right?
also won without
You brought up Jesus. He had a Jesus until he took his ass to motherfucking South Beach.
Let me ask you a question.
You take Melo. He didn't have that Jesus until he took his ass to South Beach, Brandon.
You take Melo by himself. In what year you won? 07?
Okay.
Put him with the Spurs. Championship.
I mean, they did win a championship already.
They put him with the Spurs. Championship.
Okay, put him with Detroit.
No, he's on the West. Put him with the Spurs. Put him on the West. Put him with Dallas. Championship. Put him with Kobe. Champion. No matter if that one single person went anywhere in the West. They won 17 games before he got there. Him by himself in the West.
Okay, put him with Portland.
Got 43 wins.
Put him with Portland. They win
in the
Put him with Portland. Put him with Portland. Do they win
43 wins. Are you not listening?
But you're naming
Did Dwayne Wade not have a championship already when LeBron James got to motherfucking Miami?
Yeah, and then
did he have a championship? It's a yes or no question.
Yeah, he had one.
It's a yes or so. Therefore, the other dude had more team success than you, so you go join another dude. Because you took your ass to the finals and got swept.
Yeah, I got swept. I did all I could.
So you did all you could, but you couldn't get it done.
So Brandon Jennings is just talking about, I'm in the finals. Are you there? Are you showing up? Talking all that shit. And then I did all I did. I did all I could. I got swept, but I did all I could. Like, come on, bro. Pick a side, Brandon Jennings. Pick a side. I liked you. You were a hooper, but come on, bro.
So then you go join them. So this guy didn't do that.
Okay, I mean, that's his fault.
He had the team, though.
That's his fault.
Melo.
I'm doing it.
Melo had the team. He's comparing Bron and Boogie Gibson and
when y'all was over there, you, Chauncey Billups, all y'all was over there. You, Chauncey, J.R.
fucking Boogie Gibson against
was y'all not in the Western Conference
AI, Melo, Kmart, all these Chauncey Billups. Let's stop, bro.
So what happened?
The Nuggets traded Billups. Sorry, they traded AI for Billups. They were never on the same team.
What happened?
Bro, what happened in Denver? Understand what the listen. If that Denver team was in the East, dude, they're number one. Listen, these niggas are amazing. What are you talking about? They are. Y'all went to the Western Conference Finals.
I need everybody to hear that one more time.
If that Denver team was in the East, dude, they're number one.
1,000%. Again, the Nuggets lost to the Spurs in 5 in the first round. They were the 7 or 8 seed. The Cavs, the Eastern Conference champion, won 0 games. 0. We're not talking about, yo, they took them to 5, they took them to 6. Yo, it was a tough 7 game. They got swept. Championships are situational. Player career arcs hinder so much on the franchise's decisions. Who do you surround these guys with? Who are you putting at the 5? Who are you running out as point guard? You put that Denver team in the East, they're going to multiple finals. Multiple. Are they winning? I don't know, because they couldn't get out of the West anyway, so I'm not saying they would have won a championship, but they're getting out of the East. So that's not an accomplishment. LeBron did that one time in Cleveland in his first stint. Come on, dog.
These niggas are amazing.
What are you talking about?
They are.
Y'all went to the Western Conference Finals against the Lakers. Y'all went to the Western Conference against the Lakers. What happened? What happened? Y'all had a team.
If I'm telling you we wasn't good enough to win a fucking championship, I was fucking there. I played on the team. We had a handicap as a fucking coach, for one.
Damn.
Listen, no, these are facts, Brandon.
Okay.
These are fucking. Right. You know why we lost to the fucking Lakers in the West Conference Finals? Because we didn't have fucking outside out of bounds plays, nigga.
That hurts. Anthony Carter, I think he is 6'2", was inbounding the ball against Lamar Odom, I believe. It might have been Bynum, it might have been Gasol. Some big man. And they didn't have an out-of-bounds play that they could run, and Anthony Carter turned it over, trying to get the ball to Billups. And the Nuggets lost that game. And they won one of the first 2 games in LA. So if the Nuggets inbound the ball, if they get a bucket, if they end up winning that game in LA, they're up 2-0 going back to Denver.
Where they located? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So,
it's like a kid being put in timeout. Look at Brandon Jennings right here.
Nigga.
Where they located?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you talking about teams that says and shit that's everything was lined. So no, we played San Antonio in the playoffs, nigga. We played the Lakers in the playoffs. They got swept against San Antonio, really good teams in the West. Mm-hmm. You put us in the Eastern Conference, nigga, we run through the nigga, we won 50 games and was an 8 seed. You know what?
I just said that. You won 50 games. I thought it was 6, 7 seed. They won 50 games and were the fucking 8 seed in the West. Do you understand how crazy that is? You go 50-32 and you're in the playoffs, but you're the 8 seed and you're going up against Tim Duncan. You're going up against Kobe. Come on, dog.
Eastern Conference, nigga, we run through the nigga, we won 50 games and was an 8 seed.
In the West?
Yo, y'all beat in Boston? Y'all beat in Boston in 08? Listen, dog.
LeBron did it.
Listen what I'm telling you.
Wait, how you look at why you looking at me like that? Yo, like they didn't win the championship.
Brandon, listen at this. Brandon, listen at me.
I'm asking, y'all beat Boston?
Yes, they
if y'all go to the
we
East.
fucking them around.
Okay.
Brandon, listen. We won 50 games, nigga, was an 8 seed.
Hey, man, I'm going to end this shit here. We've been going for 34 minutes, 33 minutes. Moral of the story is team success does not indicate how good a player is. When you look at the numbers, I'm going to bring the numbers up one more time. If you want to talk about team success, the Nuggets were 8-4 against the Cavs. That's your team success for you, Brandon Jennings. If you want to talk points per game, it's very close. If you want to talk rebounds, it's very close. If you want to talk steals, blocks, and turnovers, it's very close. They're playing the same position. They're guarding each other. They always went ham, and they always put on a great show and rose to the highest level against each other. You're telling me that LeBron didn't have Melo circled on the calendar? You're telling me Melo didn't have LeBron circled on the calendar? They would meet twice a year, obviously West and East. That's just so crazy. It's a crazy hill to die on. It's a crazy hill to die on. I love Brandon Jennings. He was a hooper. I thought he was going to be great in New York that one year that he was here. Phil fucked everything up, and he actually did have a pretty good season. But that's a crazy hill to die on. Melo and LeBron were absolutely rivals. Just because LeBron won an MVP doesn't negate that. Just because LeBron's team went to the finals in a weak East and got swept in the finals by a team that Melo's team won a game against in that playoffs earlier, that doesn't negate that fact. Melo and LeBron were absolutely rivals. 2,000%. Literally their first game they ever played, it was like, you've heard of Magic and Larry Bird. Here's Melo and LeBron. That was how they were hyping it up, Brandon Jennings. And just because LeBron was in the East doesn't negate that fact. End of rant.